Welcome to DJM.
My correct people, greet una, welcome una to DJM TV. My people, a very big sad news occurred during the weekend where they announced say Mr Ibu will be Nollywood actor don kpai. Very sad one. A adopted daughter wey dey call Jasmine Okafor. They come begin even dey drag her for the whole thing, say as Mr Ibu just kpai, the next thing na for she to come convert Mr Ibu verified the TikTok account to her own personal account, so they come begin dey drag her left and center. She don come outside though. She do one video wey she for talk about how this her TikTok videos and trending videos with me and Mr Ibu, everything wey she talk concerning her life, including her ex-husband. She been married one time like that, wey be say the marriage no even last at all. According to wetin she talk, she say after she married that man, she can't discover a lot of secrets wey be say the man not tell her before they marry. She even talk about say the man even come marry her to scam her, not only her, including 5 other women. Hey, my people not be small thing, this one long not be small. I go play on this video now. Make she do with should the mother watch the interview wey she do and all what she talk concerning her life, the TikTok and the social media business which she dey do with Mr Ibu and that her ex-husband. Mona watch and make una share with the comeback.
The part of the content that people know you for is you and Mr Ibu, you know, dancing on video, you know, I read some of the comments on your YouTube video that you posted 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And a lot of people were talking about, oh, when we see you on those videos, you bring joy, you know, you give him joy, etc, etc. So 2 questions. First, what's the best way to describe Mr Ibu to you, John Okafor? Is he your dad, your adopted dad, your mentor, or your uncle?
Well, I won't say dad, adopted dad. He has been a father figure in my life. I'm sure you know what it means for someone to be a father figure in your life.
But you need to, can you explain that?
So, after my dad passed on, when my dad passed on, I was just moving on with life and stuff. So he was practically there, not just for me. Because even while I was with him now, recently, while we were living together, he was not living with me alone. He was living with me in my family house, with my mom, with my sibling, with everybody in the house. So he's not just a father figure to me, but everybody in my family. You understand? It's just me because I'm the one that people know. People see my face, so it looks like it's just me. You. But it's not just me. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people like me that he has been a father figure in their life that I know. That he take, like, he's that person that when he's there for you, he's there no matter what. I can beat my hand on my chest and say, you will never see this person come out and say something terrible about Jasmine. So
you get married to a Black American, it lasts 9 months, then we hear that you came on social media and posted, I like the way you're getting ready. You went on social media and posted that essentially your husband lied to you and he had children from his other marriage. But you also said in that same message that this was a beautiful marriage, you know, and everything went. So it was a bit of a confusing message, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
2021 December, 2021, November 2021, I went for holiday in Gambia. Because the first time I left Nigeria, I actually went to Gambia. Then I have a business in Gambia, a laundry business. I think my laundry business is one of the biggest laundry business in Gambia. So from there, I was able to raise money that I went to Cyprus to go and study in Cyprus. So while I was in Cyprus, I was still doing the business and all of that. So 2021 in November, I traveled to Gambia to see how the business is doing. Plus, I had a friend that met somebody through me and they were getting married. So I was an essential part of their meeting, getting to know each other. And I had to go there and be part of it. And that's when I actually started making money from TikTok, you know. So while I was in Gambia, I started the TikTok thing and it was going well for me. I started making money from TikTok Live. I was making as far as $1,000 to $2,000 weekly from TikTok Live when I started streaming, you know. So my ex-husband now would come on my live when I was doing live, and there's something they call gifters on TikTok Live. He would usually gift me and he gifts other people too. So from there, I don't know, he went through my profile, kind of liked me, sent me a message and all of that. So we got talking now. From November 2021 to December and all of that, we got talking. So at some point, I built some trust in him because he's someone that He calls me all the time. I've done an interview with BBC Ibu. When they asked me why did you marry this man, you know, for me it was just the fact that this guy was dedicating his time to me. You know, Nigerian men, you can see someone that I love you, I will not even have time. They will not respond to messages and all of that. But this was the first time I was in an actual relationship that this person talks to me. If there are 24 hours in a day, he will talk to me for 21 hours.
Wow.
All of a sudden, my ex-husband started saying, he doesn't want to go back to US again. That he found out that his descent is Africa. He's 30% Cameroon, 60% Nigeria, 25% this and that. I don't know how they do that kind of thing. That he doesn't want to go back to US.
Yeah.
So he went to do NIN. So when I was not aligning with him, he went on his own, did the NIN, this thing, and told me he has done his NIN. My husband and I have NIN. And while he was in Nigeria, you know the way we Africans go to America and it's difficult for us. Yeah. That's the same thing it is when Americans come to Nigeria. There's a certain fee. You have to be paying for extension. And that extension was on me. Yeah. Do you understand? I kept paying for that extension, paying for that extension, paying for that extension. I was begging my husband. I said, you are supposed to be there while you are filing for me. You're supposed to be there filing for me, not this thing. So my husband now said, okay, that he's going to be here until I get pregnant. When I'm about to give birth, that's when we will go to America. I was with this man for 9 months. I didn't get pregnant. Now, this is where this story becomes very tricky. Chudi, do you know that this guy could not get anybody pregnant? He did not tell me. How did I find out? Me, I'm very fertile. I already have a child. And I know my body. I'm one of the, I don't know about other people, but I'm very fertile. That if I don't take if I'm not self-conscious and I have unprotected affair, I'm going to be pregnant. I know that for a sure. And my hormones are very high. So I try to protect myself at all times. But while I was with my husband, I never even got pregnant or miscarriage or anything. So that was actually giving me concern. So one day my husband told me that he wants to get Nigerian SIM card. This is how the whole thing exposed. He wants to get Nigerian SIM card. I'm like, baby, what do you need Nigerian SIM card for? You already have your US WhatsApp, it's working. The only people I feel like you should communicate with are your family. You don't really know anybody in Nigeria. He said, no, he needs a Nigerian SIM card so that sometimes if he wants to take a walk, he can call me. I did not argue. We went and get a Nigerian SIM card for him. Trudy, we came back home that night. I was with my husband on the bed. Somebody called him, a Nigerian number. Immediately, the person called him. He picked. It was a girl's voice. He ended the call. I said, babe, who is calling? Who is this person calling you? He said he doesn't know. Maybe it's a wrong number. I said it's not possible. My husband swore on heaven and earth that it was a wrong number. I said, okay. When he was sleeping, that was the first time in my life I ever say I'm going to go further. When he said it's a wrong number, I said, okay, call the person back. He refused. Call the person back. He refused. It became something, a very big fight in our house that everybody knew. We were arguing so loud. Everybody knew. Then do you know what I did? While he was asleep, he already gave me the number. I went to callers. What did they call that thing? Callers ID. The name came out. Ruth. Her name came out on the this thing, on the So when her name came out, I woke my husband up that night. I said, "Who is Ruth?" The way he looked shocked is like him himself. He has never had the name before, so I felt so stupid. He was asking me who is Ruth. I said, "Who is Ruth?" He was asking me. So I said, "You don't know who is Ruth?" He said, "No." This is very important because this is how I came to realization of everything that I didn't know. Right. I went to his platform. I went to his TikTok. I searched for Ruth. The name Ruthie came out. I went to Instagram. I searched for Ruthie. Ruthie came out. I said, "You don't know who Ruthie is?" He said, "No." I said, "Can I have your phone, please?" Finally, when my husband gave me his phone, my ex-husband gave me his phone, I went straight to his Instagram. That same name. I went to the chat. I saw all the conversation. Chudi. My husband promised this girl marriage. The same pattern that he was going with me was the same pattern he was going with her. Even he told her that she should not worry that. But I know she's going to see this video and she knows because I called the girl's number. I said, "Hello." I called it. I put it on speaker. My husband is sitting right next to me. I said, "Madam, you remember I called you earlier and you told me that it was a wrong number. Are you not Ruthie?" I said, "Thank God I can see your picture and everything, all your conversation with my husband and everything. By this time tomorrow, you will see yourself on social media." She now said, "No, that to be very honest, that she's sorry, that my husband lied to her that we are not married, that he's just using me." Hey. Trudy, she said that in front of my husband. I was sitting next to my husband and that girl said that in a call. My husband has started apologizing. And I said, okay, is there any more secret? And do you know, at the point, see, the very moment that this marriage ended, there was no time I wanted to leave him. So when all those things happened that night, I was going through everything, I saw everything. I called all those people, I started messaging them, please, how much is he owing you? Let me pay. The ones that I can pay, I paid 2 people. The ones that I cannot pay, I told him, okay, give him some time, he'll go. Different people had different experience with him. Right. He promised about 5 girls marriage. And then when I went to my husband's phone, I started seeing a lot of girls, mostly Yoruba, mostly BB TikTokers. And I saw a message, everything like happened in the same day.
Hey, my people don't be smarting you. I for say fear men now, but this one not be really men at all. This one are desperate men. Anyway, my people, now the update will carry coffee like this one. I say now visit now. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna not forget to follow us on all our social media handles. And we'll see you in our next video. DJ